Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 35 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call us today, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what we can do for you. Metro Group Miami. Signs, graphics, car wraps. Your everything team.
Andrea Bocelli. In concert. Sponsored by Stifel. Presented locally by the Adrian Arch Center. December 22nd, 7:30 p.m. Kaseya Center. The world's most romantic voice. Andrea Bocelli. In concert. Tickets on sale now at KaseyaCenter.com.
Time for Miami Heat basketball on the Miami Heat audio experience.
Joe's ball gets picked off by Bam. Get up and throw it down. Pushes up the middle of the floor. Pump fakes on the left elbow. He gets hit by Embiid. Knocks down the shot. Jimmy Butler go to the line for another.
The 2024-2025 Miami Heat audio experience is being brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. For the people. By Bacardi. Live passionately. Drink responsibly. By Ticketmaster. The official ticket partner of the Miami Heat. And by Kaseya. Official IT solutions partner of the Miami Heat.
With one of two 6-game road swings behind them, it's time to start cleaning up your own house for a team that has captured 30 or more wins in a season. In this place, 12 times, dropping 3 of the first attempts this year. 4 times isn't close to the direction they wish to take. But the good news is that there are more than enough games to wake up the echoes and get yourself on track. And taking on 3 teams on this homestand that were a combined 44 games over 500 last year, this would be as good a time as any to prove your worth and begin heading in the right direction. It is the opener of a trio of tilts in the big building off Biscayne, with your Miami Heat entertaining the Philadelphia 76ers in the second of a back-to-back. Along with Ben Rivera, Gary Abar keeping us on the air here, Jimmy Garcia, Steven Gonzalez, Brittany Rodriguez in our network studios. I'm Tommy Tighe. While not many so-called experts had the Heat in the top 6 in the East this year, the visitors were expected to be challenging for the top spot with Boston with the talent they assembled on a very good roster. But Paul George has missed 6 games. Tyrese Maxey 6 as of tonight. He won't play here or in the next game either. Joel Embiid has only played twice until tonight, looking more like Willie Reed than Willis Reed in a pair of losses. In dropping 8 of their last 9, scoring 107 or less in each, you could be catching the 6-pack at the right time. But knowing the rivalry the way we do, heads up on a sleeping giant. If you don't play your game, which Miami has not done here yet, this is a time to hopefully get a roll going. Bam Adebayo feels in the first 3 weeks they've allowed enough contests to get by, including last night. It started on the glass.
Rebounds weren't going our way. It was just like they was just making timely buckets after timely buckets. And, I feel like that's where it kind of, we ain't have enough gas to get over that hump.
Which is understandable. The last game, a long road swing, can do that to you. One shining light up front is the captain continues to play well offensively. 3 consecutive 20-point-plus games, if that even matters.
I want the wins. Scoring is cool, but like I said, I'm a two-way player, man. I'm supposed to affect the game on both sides. So for me, it's good to see the basketball go in, but you don't feel good when you lose. So for me, I'm going a 30-0 streak right now, and I average 12 points and will not say a word.
At least number 13 did see a few positives on the just completed journey, didn't he?
100%. These last 3 games, last 4 games, I feel like we put ourselves in great positions to win. We just fumbled. Certain mishaps, something happened. Then we go look at the film, and it's all the little things that, people don't think matter that matter.
That is today's walkthrough, hopefully cleaned up somewhat. Plus, the return of Jimmy Butler begins the climb towards the top, taking care of a team hanging around the bottom. When we return, we join Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert with tonight's call in a matter of moments. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code FACE at checkout. That's harrys.com, code FACE. Enjoy.
My name is Ray Mullis. I was coming home from work. Traffic had stopped. The guy behind me he didn't stop. So I called Morgan & Morgan. The one ad that really impressed me was when Morgan said, "Nobody is a nobody." I felt like that. Anybody I've talked to that's used Morgan & Morgan has always got positive things to say about them. And they took care of me, and now we're doing okay.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Fly to Philly? Take off to Tampa. Depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles toward your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free checked bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
It's attacking from the perimeter, getting the defense out of rotation and first step. So these are correctables that need to happen quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Amy, thank you very much. Tommy, talk to me.
Jax, they have the MVP, All-Stars Paul George and Tyrese Maxey, and the bulk of the Sixer offense these days is coming from somebody named Jared McCain, the Duke rookie selected right after the Heat drafted Khalil Ware in June. In the last 4 games, McCain is pumping in 23-plus points a night, 29 in Orlando on Friday, a huge bright spot and a slow start. Players have noticed what the Rook can give them. Embiid saying the kid could shoot at a high level, creating and shot making, much better than last year's average first-year guy. He could really be a help. And the moment they need it, they're last in the league in scoring, but that should change with players returning to form, but hopefully not tonight, Jax.
That young fellow has led the Sixers in scoring in 6 of the last 5 games. Solana, what do you have?
Jax, I guess everybody wants a big three now in the NBA. Obviously, down here, there will only ever be one big three, and they messed around and won 2 titles. And while we know there's been squads with 3 stars going back forever in the NBA, you can give me a history lesson later. Since Wade, Brown, and Bosh got together, it seems like there's been an uptick in quote-unquote big threes. Some have worked, some have failed. But the latest attempt in Philadelphia, they had huge expectations before the season. There's no doubt the way this roster will be judged is by what happens in April, May, and June. They're trying to get healthy, but I feel comfortable saying this is the least exciting start to a big three in NBA history, Jack.
Ouch. Now tonight's starting lineup presented by Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat, for the Sixers. The man leading the Sixers in total assists and steals this season, Kyle Lowry. Paul George, Caleb Martin, the aforementioned Jared McCain, and unbelievable, from doubtful to available, which is irregular, but it is Joel Embiid. As for the Heat's first 5, here's Spo.
I got loyalty.
This is the Miami Heat head coach, Eric Spoelstra, and here is tonight's starting lineup.
Tyler Hero, University of Kentucky.
Duncan Robinson, University of Michigan. Go Blue.
Jimmy Butler, Tyler Junior College. Haywood Highsmith, Wheeling University.
Bam Adebayo, University of Kentucky.
Health report presented by Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey, the only one remaining on the injury report. Joel had the sickness and apparently all cleared up. Sweated out in a little pregame warm-up, but a right hamstring strain has Maxey out. Jaquez, right ankle sprain out. Rozier out with a right foot discomfort. Captain, if you would.
Hi, I'm Bam Adebayo, and it's time for Amy's Keys to the Game.
Thanks, Bam. Number one, and this one's especially for you. Physical without fouling. Joel Embiid back in the game today. You've got to get under him and bump him, but please do not get into foul trouble. This man is shooting 27% from the field as he's getting his win back, but he still averaged 17 points in 2 games because he's getting to the free throw line. That still hasn't changed. Number two, win the paint. We just talked about it. It's about paint pride. Yes, it helps you win the game, but reestablish your toughness in the paint. Number three, the most important, mind over matter. Not an easy game. You are playing a team that has been rested and desperate for a win. Let it go. You have to go 1-0 tonight. It's going to be tough.
Thank you, Aim. The officials, the crew chief, Ed Malloy, the referee, Mitchell Irvin, and the umpire tonight, this is Yash Mehta. From Stuart, Florida to West Palm Beach, Fort Myers to Naples, Fort Lauderdale to Miami, down throughout the Florida Keys, everywhere in between and beyond. It's time to ball you. The Heat is on the radio, and Bam wins that tap and gets his gold medal brethren, Joel Embiid. Jimmy with the rock, back to Bam up top, back to Jimmy with the headband, and blood red. What are we going to call that? Is that yarn? Some sort of product in his hair. To Duncan for three, misses from the right corner, Ponick, and Caleb Martin pulls down that rebound before Bam could get the tap to someone else.
Trying to take each other down tonight. Raptors win the tip, coming front court into white from left to right. Pirtle down the lane, big jam. What a pass by R.J. Barrett.
And then the athleticism, we talked about it early, the catch, and then the takeoff, shoulders above the rim.
2-0 Toronto. Matherin, front court. Gets it far side to Walker. Now to Halliburton. Matherin, a one-hand catch, gets away from him. Now picks it up against the Baji. Kicks it to Halliburton, far side. Back up top, Matherin, the runner. Not sure he got it off, but he missed anyway. Raptors come with the rebound. Mitchell into the corner. Barrett, catch and shoot, 3-ball down the bottom of the well.
That's a good start for RJ. Great pass. Davion Mitchell, great job moving in transition. Good pace for the Raptors early. RJ knocking down one in the right corner.
5-0. Raptors with the lead. Matherin, far side, drives, reverse layup, up and in.
That's good job by Matherin, playing through contact. Right, the one dribble on that right baseline, taking the bump, and just keeping his step alive. Reverse under the rim.
5-2 Toronto. Mitchell's pass intercepted by Halliburton. You don't want Indiana in transition. The Raptors get back. Halliburton, 3 above the break, no good. Long rebound, Matherin. Back to Halliburton, takes another one. That one missed badly. Missed everything but the backboard. Raptors back, leading 5-2, a minute and a half in. Abaji down low to Pirtle, pushed in the back by Siakam. Darko wants to call, not going to get it. Halliburton drive into the lane. Comes out the other side to Matherin. Up top, Freeman. Halliburton in the lane to Siakam. Against Mitchell. Trying to back him down. Grady with the help. They kick to Halliburton. Grady with a good closeout. Deep three, good by Walker. Ties the game at 5.
Walker, somebody you have to find on the three-point line, shooting 46% from 3. You get a kick out like that in a late rotation, he's good to knock it down.
Abaji in the lane, kicks to Grady. Corner 3, bang in the bottom of the well. Clean for Grady. What a cut by Ochai. 8-5 Toronto.
2 passes out. Great cut by Ochai, but the pass to the right corner, and Grady filling that corner. Perfect timing on the catch.
Matherin up top. Drives on Grady into the lane. The 1-foot fall away, no good. Rebound taken away. Pirtle has it. Out to Abaji. Into the corner, Barrett. 3 in the air. Got it again. RJ is on fire early. As Rick Carlisle wants a timeout, Raptors up 11-5.
And RJ knocking down one in the right corner, showing you can knock it down in the left corner, showing you the pocket pass early. That's a great start. A tremendous start for the Raptors, 11-5.
11-5 Toronto, 9:07 first quarter. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Hey Raptors fans, thanks for hanging out with us tonight for the Raptors matchup. We really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with us, enjoying yourselves while we tank for flag, because apparently that's what's going on. Thanks for hitting that like button and sharing this thing out so we can get more basketball fans here in the chat chanting, "We the North! We the North!" Let's go Raptors, let's get after it tonight, and thank you once again for being here. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
11-5, Raptors lead by 6, 9:07 to go. First quarter, Paul Jones, Javon Shepard here courtside alongside Josh Lippa, and I'm on the lookout. Somebody took Josh's booster chair in the second row here that we have so we can see over the front row. Guy went to the bathroom and somebody housed his cushion, so I'm on that. We're going to make sure we get that thing back.
We will get that thing back, and if anybody sees it, we have a reward, a cash reward, and it's coming from Taddy's pocket. So.
Well, Taddy's up top.
Taddy's up top.
With Warren Ward, you heard from him and Josh Lewinberg in the pregame.
It's coming from Taddy's pocket. And we're getting this cushion.
Matt Cardadero on the board, and we've had a jailbreak. Unless he's got an evil twin. I've seen Owen Hall down here, and we were talking in the pregame. Owen Hall finally in the building, the producer. If the Raptors win, we're never going to hear the end of it. He'll want to be here all the time. Matherin into the lane, fouled by Grady. Pacers bring it front court in the blue from right to left. And they trail the Raptors as they work toward the Bay Street end, 11-5.
Raptors 4 assists on 4 made baskets. So right away, early in this game, moving it, and we've seen 2 passes out of, baseline cuts. We've seen RJ make pocket pass. Good job diversifying the offense.
Pacers miss, but the tip-in goes. I think it was Siakam. Back come the Raptors quickly. Abaji misses the layup at the other end. Had a good look. Here comes Indiana. They like the up-and-down style. Siakam drive, kick to Halliburton. Into the near corner, Walker drive in the lane, Siakam kick out. Freeman 3 is good. Enrique Freeman knocks it down. Back-to-back buckets from Indiana. Cut the lead to 1. Mitchell in the lane, lays it up and in. Davion drive, left side, far wing with a right-hand scoop shot.
Love when Davion gets to the rack. Sometimes I don't think he gives himself enough credit because he's so fast, but he's so strong.
Siakam drives. Fouled, lands hard on his left knee. And he will pick himself up and make his way to the free throw line. 8:02 to go, first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. Siakam on the line, averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. shooting 56% from the floor and 47% from three, missing his first free throw. 23 points against Miami in yesterday's win. I said to the Pacers, y'all got a bad back-to-back. Like, you couldn't get Miami-Orlando or Miami-Atlanta. You had to get Miami-Toronto. But the show goes on. Siakam makes one of two. 13-11 Toronto. 7:50 first quarter. Pirtle to Barrett against Siakam. Kicks it to Mitchell up top. Davion on the drive, scoops it up, no good. Rebound, Walker. Outlet to Mathurin. On the bounce. Gets it near side to Walker. Trying to get it to Siakam on Grady. Grady fronting him. Mathurin up top. Into the corner. Walker, three, no good. Long rebound, Halliburton. Kick to Mathurin. Up top, one dribble, three in the air, no good. Rebound, knocked away by Indiana. It'll be Toronto basketball.
Ben has been he's been a tad bit reluctant to shoot that three ball at the top of the key. Twice now he's gotten it where he's had about 2 seconds to let it fly. You can just see him thinking about it. Good job by Pirtle for staying down and using his length, contesting, for staying disciplined on defense.
Raptor ball, front court. Grady on the lob to Pirtle. What a catch, and lay it up and in.
Big time catch. Grady comes off of that screen, flying to that right hand, and he kind of lobbed it up for Pirtle for an alley-oop. Pirtle didn't necessarily go for it, but found a way to corral the basketball and get it to him.
Mathurin up top. Raptors up 15-11. Down low. Freeman trying to go cross-court high, diagonal, looking for Halliburton. Throws it away. And that'll give it back to Toronto.
Raptors they've been focused on the defensive end, on the catch. They're right there. The rotation is crisp. Everybody's moving on the string. Opening 6 minutes of this game, you could tell they've been locked in on the game plan.
Raptors bring it front court. Barrett on the bounce. Toronto in the white, moving left to right. Pirtle, far elbow, left side. To Abaji, dips behind the screen, the shot short, run out pass, picked off by Abaji, who retreated on D. Here comes Barrett, front court, pull up three in transition, rattles, doesn't go. Abaji with the rebound, lay it up and in with the left hand. Ochai with the stick back makes it 17-11 Toronto, biggest lead of the game at 6. Walker, front court to Halliburton, to the near corner, Siakam. Little touch by RJ, throws the head back.
See, he creates that for himself with that sweep. As soon as he catches the basketball, RJ's on his right shoulder and gets that split-second advantage. And he's a respected scorer across the league, so the officials see that advantage and he initiates that contact, they're going to give him that call.
Obi Toppin and Kansas Jayhawk Johnny Furphy checking in. Boucher and Shed check in for Toronto. 6:01 first quarter, 17-11. Raptors with the lead. Halliburton up top. Tough shot floating away.
You know,
they
right
got
away,
Shed on the reach, and he says, yeah, I did.
Right away, Shed looks over at Coach Darko and says, you're right, that's me. I got it. I stuck my hand in there. And that's something that he's struggling with, right? He does a good job of just staying in front of defense, getting into their kitchen. But that last second, and he's playing against some, big-time, unique scorers, they're savvy. So they're waiting for that hand to get in there to draw the foul.
Halliburton works right, far side, into the lane, kicks to Furphy. Corner three is good. Catch and shoot by Johnny Furphy, cuts it to 17-14. Grady back to Pirtle in the lane. The pass can't be handled, but it goes out of bounds. Indiana can't squeeze it. It'll stay Toronto ball. 5:30 to go, first quarter. 17-14 Raptors in the white shirts, moving left to right with a 3-point lead. Toronto inbound. Shed to Abaji. His pass knocked away. Looking for Shed in the corner. It'll stay Toronto basketball. Grady, up fake, gets Furphy in the air and says, I know you're a Kansas guy, but I was here first, and I learned this last year. Hold that.
But I like Grady showing a little bit of the vet in him now, right?
Yeah.
He's played some bulk minutes, and he understands, okay, I got the defense going one way with Murphy, but the snatching back, he's off balance, and then the shot fake gets him in the air, right? That's an instant call by the officials. So said, so done. Grady Dick knocking down the first of two.
So Matherin out. TJ McConnell in. Gotta love this guy. He can play on my team any day. McConnell, front court. Works over to the near side. Pacers in the blue coming right to left toward Bay Street. McConnell, kick out top. Halliburton to Walker. Sets the feet. 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Toppin has it knocked away. It'll be Toronto basketball. Raptors do a nice job of competing for the rebound, and they'll get the ball coming front court. Shed to Abaji between the rings. Now to Pirtle. 3-point line on the wing, far side. Works over to the near side. Dribble handoff to Shed. Jamal turns the corner, floater in the air, good.
So much space to work with. When they get that ball to the top of the key to Pirtle, they get to that 5-out offense, and now you have dribbles, now you have cuts happening.
Walker, 3-ball in the corner, good. He has a great stroke.
He does, right? Gets great arc on it, tremendous rotation, exceptional rotation at that. If he gets his feet set and a clean catch, right, it's going up. It's going to be a good shot.
Another University of Houston guy. Grady drives into the lane, floats it up, no good against Furphy. Here comes Halliburton. Front court. Walker gets it to Halliburton. Step back 3 on Pirtle, no good. Rebound Grady. 4-10 first quarter. Raptors up 21-17. Abaji to Shed. In the lane, lays it up, no good. He's fouled. Could have been an and one. I like the fact that Shed tried to go glass, Javon.
Yeah.
Because he was pushed and he was floating away. The glass gives you a little more margin for error.
And he probably took off probably a split second, one step too early. But off of that penetration, I like the fact that he's playing off of the catch, right? So the defense can't get to catch up or rotate or get in front of him. He has that advantage, that running start to the rim, to the rack. And like you mentioned, right, that outstretched arm trying to get himself to the glass picks up the foul.
Free throw, no good by Shed. Need a little more arc on that one. You hang some laundry on that thing. That was straight. Could barely see over the front rim. Mobo in. Second free throw in the air from Shed, no good. Boucher keeps it alive though. Finally, Toppin comes down with the third tip. Here comes Indiana trailing 21-17. 3:50 to go, first quarter. Walker. Jabs up top to McConnell. On the wing, far side, right wing, drives into the lane, floats it up and in. The quick shot on
finish.
Boucher.
That's a tough finish because he turns that corner and just knows that Chris Boucher is trailing that play, trailing the play to contest it and cuts him off with the angle.
Mobo underneath to Abaji, tipped away. It'll stay with Toronto, baseline right, far side. And now Darko wants a timeout, so we'll take a break with him. 21-19 Toronto, 3:29 first quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
What's up, basketball fans? Now's the time of the night for you to let us know where you're watching from in the chat. How far out around the world do we have Raptors fans, or the opposite team's fans, because the Raptors are really bad this year? But thank you for being here. Let us know. Put your country's flag emoji in the chat, or let us know your city and province in Canada, city and state in the United States, and all over the world. Let's get back to the basketball. Thank you for participating in the chat and letting us know where you're watching from. Now let's go Raptors. Let's get a freaking W. Let's go.
NFL Red Zone.
Absolutely incredible!
Subscribe now for every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon. NFL Red Zone, available on TSN Plus.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. The one from Barry. But new Moi Rewards still makes me feel like a star. I get offers on all my favorites at Metro and Food Basics. Moi Rewards. Made for everyone, even me, Ryan Reynolds. Join today and save.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
3:29 first quarter, 21-17 or 21-19. Raptors leading by 2. Their biggest lead of the game was 7. And Indiana's cut into it. Indiana's never led. But Raptor fans have seen this movie before, Javon, where they're right there and get leaned out at the tape. Toronto, 8 games of their 14 have been decided by 2 possessions, 6 points or less. And Toronto is 1-7 in those games. I don't want all of them, but give me 2 of them, give me 3 of them. If you get 3 of the 7, now your record is 5-9 instead of 2-12, and the East isn't exactly on fire right now, Javon.
No, and you know what? I also look at that and I say, wow, right? Those guys have done that for the better part of the season with 2 of their starters on the bench, right? So, still a lot to take from that.
Raptors missed the shot coming out of the timeout. Back comes Indiana. Halliburton with the steal and the jam. And the Raptors give up a turnover, a dunk, and the game's tied at 21.
Yeah, if you're Darko, you're not pleased with that possession right there because coming out of a timeout, you want to execute. Not only do you turn it over, but a momentum-shifting play.
Shed misses the jumper. Mobo and Boucher fight for the rebound, but Boucher was standing on the baseline, so give it to Indiana. Back comes Indiana. Game tied at 21. Walker near side, left wing in front of Rick Carlisle. Goes up top to McConnell. Works to the middle. Now to Furphy. His shot blocked. Boucher looks at him, nods his head, and says, this isn't UKMB or something like that. This isn't Alphabet 2.
You're not back in Kansas.
This is not University of Kansas City at
this big boy
Missouri
basketball.
Or something.
This big boy basketball. You got to get that clip off faster, son.
Top in. Boucher gets him too, and it's a shot clock violation. Put Chris in net for the Leafs.
6'9" and long arms, and what you appreciate about Chris is with this season he's understanding his role a bit more, right? There's not that emotional roller coaster. He's understanding when my name is called, I go out there, I compete, I lead these young guys. Anytime he plays that brand of basketball, he plays pretty well.
There, 3, good. RJ holds the pose as he splashes it in the bottom of the well. 24-21 Toronto.
3 for 4 from the three-point line for RJ. Great start shooting the basketball.
Defending Siakam, who backs him down, gets into the lane, floats it up, no good, but tips the rebound home to cut the lead to 24-23.
That's twice that Pascal has done that. He's taken a shot and like he's on a pogo stick, right back up to the offensive board for 2.
Barrett drives, gets to the left-hand far side, and lays it up and in. High, arcing, looping layup over the outstretched arm of Toppin, who comes right back and lays it in far side right wing. 26-25 Toronto, 95 seconds first quarter. Shed, cross court. Battle three, bang in the bottom of the well.
That's a big-time pass, right? Jamal Shed turns that right corner. Chris Boucher's rolling to the rim, which attracts the defense on that weak side. Jamison Battle, if the ball touches his hands, it's going to be a good shot.
29-25 Toronto. Near corner, Toppin gets it to McConnell. Down to the baseline. Comes out the other side to Siakam. Pascal drive, lefty layup, no good. But again, he gets the loose change and tips it back in. 29-27, Raptors by 2. Shed to Boucher. On Furphy, Boucher kicks it cross court to Mobile. Up top, Battle has it knocked away by Halliburton. Shot clock at 7. Battle, pass knocked away. Shed has it. Shot clock at 3. Jamal launches, hits the rim. Long rebound. Raptors have it. Battle fighting with Furphy, and they say kick ball on Indiana. It'll go to Toronto. Inbound pass to Mobile, back to Barrett. 35 seconds in the quarter. RJ floating away, misses it, but Boucher there to take the loose change and put it back in the machine.
Big time energy by Chris Boucher, right? Just knowing that RJ's attacking the basket, RJ getting to that right hand and overshoots it a bit. Chris Boucher right on the left side of that basket under the rim.
31-27 Raptors. McConnell out top. Works on Shed, gets it to Siakam on Mobile. Pascal pulls for 3 up top, no good. Rebound Boucher. 10 seconds first quarter. Here comes Shed, near side, right wing. Gets into the lane, kick out. Barrett into the corner. Battle, shot fake, escape, dribble, 3 is good! Bang, bang for Jamison Battle, splash it in the bottom of the well. 34-27, biggest lead of the game for Toronto to end the quarter. Raptors in the lead.
And you know what, Jonesy? RJ's going to get credited for the assist, and Jamison Battle's going to get credited for the 3 points right there. Big shot to finish. But Jamal Shed created that play, came down, got into the paint, attract 2 defenders, and now on that backside, on that second side, RJ and Jamison Battle were playing 2-on-1. Great extra pass by RJ. Jamison Battle confident, knocking it down.
1 lap of the track down, 34-27, Raptors by 7. Second quarter. When we come back, you're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Fall for Subaru by enjoying fall to the fullest. Think
Cheers, insiders. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for this Raptors game. Now, you, the one that hasn't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Come on, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single Raptors game this season, every single Maple Leafs game this season. If it's Toronto Sports and it's live, we're live on Toronto Sports Insider. So thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being subscribed and being an insider. And if you haven't done so yet, I know you're doing it right now. Thank you so much. Let's go Raptors. Back to the basketball.
Rumors suggest it may be Nicolas Cage. Could it be Babu from Seinfeld? Others claim Jennifer Lopez is the voice. Next up, the voice of Pizzaville reveals which Spice Girl he dated. Pizzaville, 40 years of funny.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Second quarter about to start. Raptors up 34-27. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. McConnell, front court, gets it to Matherin. On the bounce. Picks it up, now gets it back to McConnell, and they turn it over. Good ball pressure by the Raptors, far side, right wing.
Great pressure, and what the Raptors are doing, they're picking up high on the floor, not allowing Indiana to get into any of their offense, right? And a good job to pressure on Matherin there. We've seen it on Halliburton, we've seen it on McConnell.
Shed up top, gets it to Mobo. Squares on Freeman. Now gets it to Barrett. Raptors in the white, moving left to right. Shot clock at 5. Barrett up top on Siakam. Drive, step back, 3. No good. Mobo with the stick back jam.
Wake him up.
Mobo
Wake him up.
Takes the loose change and rams it back in the tin. 36-27, biggest lead of the game for Toronto at 9. Matherin in the lane, smooth lefty hoop and one as he got to his weak hand and got it down.
Yeah, he saw Jameson battle in front of him and just said, okay, this is a matchup that I want and I like, and attacked it. Good job getting into the paint and splitting 2 defenders. But how about the possession before Jonesy, right? A tough shot, step back shot by RJ on Pascal, and Mobo getting in there, getting on the offensive rebounds, flushing it. Well, plays like those, and Mobo's been a bit quiet of late. Plays like those can really wake you up.
Free throw good by Matherin, 36-30. Raptor lead is 6. Second quarter just underway, 11 minutes till halftime. Barrett up top, works between the rings. Great pass to Mobo behind the back, who lays it up and in. What a pass by RJ in tight quarters on the left side of the lane, behind the back to the right side of the lane, and Mobo finishes.
Well, he just understands as he's getting to that left hand, he has so much gravity because everybody knows he wants to score on that left side of the floor. But a great recognition and attention to detail for Mobo, just understanding where to be.
Siakam drives, Barrett strips him right into the hands of Freeman. His 3 no good. Rebound Barrett. Outlet to Shed. On the run to Battle, trailing 3 in the air. No good. Rebound Boucher up high. It's knocked away. Here come the Pacers. 10-15. First half. Siakam 3 up top. No good. Rebound Freeman. Out to Jackson. 3 in the air. Good. Quentin Jackson knocks it down. 38-33 Toronto. Raptors turn it over in the front court. Shed, and it's a 3-on-0 break for Indiana, and Darko wants a timeout.
Yeah, the turnover's there right now. This is your 6th turnover, which has led to 11 points, but it's the type of turnovers. There's been about 3 of them at the top of the key, and Tyrese Halliburton, we've seen him get 2 of them, just tips and then runouts for easy baskets, and I'm sure that's what Darko wants to talk about in this timeout.
Let's take a break. 38-35, Raptors by 3, 9:47 first half. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Right now, get 40% off Crave annual plans for your first year and start streaming the new must-see HBO original, Dune Prophecy.
Power comes with a price.
The latest blockbusters like Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
I got this!
Plus the hilarious Crave original, The Office Movers.
Who did that? You!
Being home. Get 40% off Crave annual plans for your first year. Ends December 2nd. Terms apply. Visit crave.ca/Black Friday. Crave, endlessly entertaining.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
9:47 first half, 38-35, Toronto leading Indiana. I want to send out a happy birthday to Fred Salmon. I don't know if I should give the number, so I won't. Let's say Fred is getting up there. The vintage is becoming better. You know, the older you are, the better the wine is.
So what you're saying, Fred is seasoned. Let's go with seasoned.
Seasoned.
He's seasoned.
Experience. I feel like I'm playing the old game Password.
He is seasoned. Happy birthday.
Yeah, his son, Dr. Jordan Salmon, who has done a little bit of work for the Raptors in the medical field here tonight at the game. And Jordan, a great son. Fred, happy birthday, my man. We're glad you're here, and hopefully you bring the Raptors some luck. 9:40 to go. First half, Toronto brings it front court in the white from left to right. Barrett tries to get it to Mobo. The pocket pass goes awry. Back comes Siakam, who lays it in. 38-37. Indiana cuts the lead to 1. Barrett into the lane, spins, lays it up, no good. Tipped up by Pirtle twice, no good. The third one goes in. Siakam back, 40-37 Toronto. Kicks it out to McConnell, swing it to Mathurin. Reluctant to take the three. Indiana, last year they were letting those fly. McConnell, off-balance runner, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Here comes Mitchell. Davion into the near corner. Battle, catch and shoot. No good. Rebound McConnell. Raptors retreat. 1-on-3. Mathurin runs over Mitchell. Offensive foul.
Mathurin's got to see that. Jamal Shed is, Davion Mitchell did a great job just anticipating that in transition. And Mathurin actually just dips his shoulder, right? Didn't even try to get around or make a, some of these guys use Euro steps. Didn't even try to get to a Euro step or get around Davion there. So you got to be better and just anticipate that. Good job by Davion Mitchell. Just know KYP, know your personnel.
Right. 8:36 first half. Raptors up 40-37. Pirtle on the bounce. Over and back, tries to get it to Mitchell. Mitchell zigged. Pirtle thought he was going to zag and passed it into the backcourt.
Davion looks at Pirtle and says, that one's on me, that's my bad. But again, these are a number of turnovers. Fortunately for the Raptors, it's a dead ball turnover, so you have a chance to set up your defense.
McConnell into the lane, kick out to Walker. 8:20 first half. McConnell sets for the three, short, rebound Toronto. Here comes Grady, far side, left wing. Stops, now takes the bounce. On the lob to Pirtle, a really tough pass. Siakam back, Quentin Jackson gets the jam. Indiana cuts the lead to 1. A couple of risky passes by Toronto. Mobo into the corner. Battle to Pirtle against his old buddy Siakam. Dribbles, picks it up, gets it to Battle in the lane, floats it up, no good. Siakam with the challenge. Indiana looking for the lead. Pascal on the drive, floats it up and in. 41-40 Indiana. Timeout, Darko.
This right one right here, right? You've had 4 turnovers in the quarter alone, and the offense has also gone flat. Right, and now you have Indiana with the momentum shifting, and not only are they getting baskets, but it's easy baskets in transition from some of these turnovers.
7:33 first half. We'll take a timeout. 41-40 Pacers. Listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Firefighter Finn McHose, that's a nickname, right? Needed help contending with a blaze of debt. He called Alpine Credits and a superhero was sent his way. Summoning water, she extinguished the fire and consolidated his debt into one low monthly payment. His floors may be wet, but his debt is under control. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Just for license 12616. As fall approaches and birds head south, a different kind of bird emerges. The Subaru. While migratory flocks seek warmth, Subaru's symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive keeps drivers soaring through the wild. During the migrating season, Subaru's hunger for adventure grows exponentially, driving the intrigued radio listeners to fall for Subaru at their local Subaru dealerships, experiencing an adventure of their own. So migrate to your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
The Waffle Festival is underway at Cora Breakfast and Lunch.
I'll have the peanut caramel waffle, please.
But with 5 new sweet and savory dishes to choose from, it's also a bit of a waffling festival.
Actually, make it a s'more waffle. Wait, the smoked meat waffle sandwich. No. The peanut caramel waffle.
But once you're done waffling, you'll love the waffle you end up ordering. So stop waffling and head to Cora Breakfast and Lunch. Festival ends January 12th.
Wait, the s'mores waffle?
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa courtside. Up top, I said earlier, we had a sighting. Producer Owen Hall in the house tonight. Up top with Taddy and Ward. You'll hear from those two guys along with Lewinberg at halftime. Matthew Cardadero operating the board. So Javon, I look down and I see 2 turnovers for the Raptor in the entire first quarter.
Yes.
And 4 in the first 4.5 minutes of the second quarter. Not good. Raptors ball, front court, coming left to right in the white uniforms. Mitchell, near side, gets it to Pirtle up top between the rings. Dribble handoff to Grady. Shot fake, lean into Pirtle. Jakob turns and lays it in and is fouled. Jakob got that old man YMCA game going where he doesn't jump over the...
No, he's not going to jump over a penny.
No, he couldn't jump over the pizza box.
But he's efficient. He'll get it done.
So I'm looking to my right as last night the Toronto Raptors, or the Toronto Argos, won the Grey Cup in BC. I see Larry Tannenbaum across the way, and I see the Grey Cup positioned behind the Raptor bench. Indiana ball, front court. Jackson 3, no good. Rebound to Baji. Here comes Mitchell, front court to Ochai, drives into the lane, has it stripped, but it goes to Grady, who knocks a 3 in the bottom of the well. 46-41 Toronto. Halliburton back into the lane. Walker kicks it to Jackson near side. Up top, drives off Freeman, out of bounds. It'll go to Toronto. Raptors established the lead at 5. It's a 6-0 run, and they're looking for more on this trip. Pirtle up top, 6:20 to go, first half. And they got an offensive foul on Pirtle. He drops the ball, runs back, and says to Natalie Sago, I pivoted.
Yeah,
and she said, no, you pivoted and stuck your backside out.
I agree. I'm in agreement with Pirtle here. I don't think he stuck his backside out at all.
Walker, far side. Step back jumper short, long rebound Pirtle. And what do they say? Stay here. They've got the foul on Garrett Temple. Temple out there with Abaji, Pirtle, Mitchell, and Grady Dick. 6:10 first half. 46-41 Toronto. Up top, Halliburton. Kicks it near side. Jackson drives in the lane. Freeman puts it up, no good. Pirtle snags the rebound out of midair. Outlet to Temple. Garrett drives, gets to the basket, floats it up, no good. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Pirtle retrieves a loose ball, lays it in. And he says, my shopping's not done. I bought 2 and I'm going to the line with the coupon for 1 more.
He's playing unbelievable. You talked about how he snagged the rebound on the defensive end. Comes down here, gets a vice grip. handle on the offensive board here for his 7th rebound, 11th point, and a chance to make it 3.
So Pirtle on the line. Big game already for Yak. 11 points, 7 rebounds. I wanted to ask him if double-doubles were going out of style the way he was going after them. Are they kind of like some of those pants I have? I'm waiting for 80s theme night at the... I'm going to go deep into the closet, me and Taddy, and resurrect him. Taddy, I know you got some stuff from the 80s still in your closet, right? He's waving at me. I know you still got it. Like my dad used to say, don't throw it out. What's old is new and what's new is old. It'll come back. Indiana trying to come back right now. Toronto on a 9-0 run, leading 49-41. Siakam in the lane has it knocked away. Gets it to Toppin. 3-ball, far side is good. Obi Toppin knocks it out. Indiana cuts the lead to 49-44. Grady 3, good. Down the bottom of the well. The Raptors 8 of 16 from distance tonight. Front court. Halliburton near side in front of the bench, launches a 3 and knocks it down. 52-47. Mitchell drives into the lane, kicks to the corner. They swing it. Abaji has the ball knocked away, but Pirtle nicely gets it back. Temple 3, good! Garrett Temple drops it in the bottom of the well.
The bench shot ready. How about the entire bench is up celebrating Garrett Temple there. A broken play, you get a pass to the corner, and man, this team really celebrates one another. They cheer one another on. You gotta appreciate that. You gotta love that about a group.
4:48 to go. First half, the Raptors push the lead. They're on a 15-6 run. After trailing 41-40, they now lead 55-47. And man, look at the Raptors' shooting percentage. It looks like a Paul Jones math mark from high school. 54%. It's not good for math, but if you're doing the Raptor math, shooting the ball, I'll take that. And look, I got an English mark in the three-point column at 52.9%. They're playing really hard, Javon, and every coach that has come in here. You know, the other night, Dwayne Casey was here and JB Bickerstaff, and they told us, don't sleep on this Toronto team. They may not have a lot of wins, but man, they play hard. And
hard, yep.
Some nights you're just going to, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. You're just going to beat them by outworking them. 55-47, Raptors by 8. Back comes Indiana. Front row is the Grey Cup right now. Raptors trying to get a win. Temple reaches in, great steal on Walker. Raptors with numbers. Temple drive, finds Pirtle who runs the floor and they lay it in.
Nice.
Double figure lead for Toronto at 10, 57-47. Top in corner 3, no good. Weak side board to Temple. Outlet Barrett. Raptors push it front court. Mitchell to Barrett. Drives into the lane. Turns, lays it up and in on Walker. Barrett now with 13 points. Raptors up 59-47. Indiana front court. Turns it over. Here comes Pirtle. Gets it to Grady on the run. Lay it up and in.
He has that scoop down.
Grady floats to the left hand and lays it in. Raptors by 14, 61-47.
Garrett Temple has come in with some energy and really changed the tempo of this game on the defensive end. Offensive end, he's got out, made big shot in the corner, an assist to Pirtle. And now you have Grady in transition, and I love when he gets that scoop shot with his left hand in transition. So smooth. A nice touch off the glass.
3:39 to go. First half, 61-47. Has anybody seen Mike Hogan after the Raptors, after the Argos Grey Cup victory? I mean, that's the second in 3 years for the Raptors, for the Argos. Now 7-0 against Winnipeg in Grey Cups. And they made up for it. Last year I had a reservation to watch the Grey Cup game, and they fell down at home against Montreal, and this year they were on the get back. They go to Montreal and say, no, we're going to the Cup this year. Take this back in your field this year. And then they go to Winnipeg, and the defense blows it open. How about my guy, Dejan Brissett, most outstanding Canadian?
Brother of O'Shea Brissett.
Yeah, DB looking good. I want to see the rings, both of them. The NBA championship ring and the Grey Cup ring. Siakam up top for Indiana. They trail by 14, 3:20 first half. Halliburton turnaround jumper good. So Indiana stops the bleeding momentarily. Here come the Raptors front court. Underneath, Barrett muscles his way to the basket and is fouled by Siakam.
That's just big boy basketball. But I mentioned it earlier. When they get to that 5-out offense, good things happen, especially when Pirtle's the passer. He's at the top of the key and just sees that RJ has a step on Pascal on the defense and just puts enough air on it so that it's just between RJ and the basket. And now Pascal's on the backside. RJ draws a foul.
First free throw up and down from RJ. 3:07 to go. First half. Barrett's got 14.
And you know what? Another thing, Jones, that I like in that offense there is when they go to that 5-out and you have that action on the strong side, there's also action going on the weak side as well. So there's not much help when you have a cutter like RJ getting to the basket.
McConnell into the lane, stutter dribble. Floats it up, no good. Rebound, Garrett Temple. Outlet, Barrett. RJ drives at Halliburton, puts it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Temple on the ground. And they're going to say kick ball, Indiana. It'll be Toronto basketball. Temple will inbound. No, Mitchell will inbound near side, right wing. Gets it to Pirtle on the outlet near center. Now hands it back to Mitchell. Chased by McConnell. Works right side near wing. To Pirtle in the lane. Jakob floats it up and in. Toronto taking him apart with that middle screen and roll. 2:25 first half. Raptors up 65-49. Biggest lead of the game at 16. McConnell in the corner to Siakam up top. Halliburton on Temple. Leans in, floats it up, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Temple, knocked away. McConnell has it. Got to be careful in the backcourt with TJ McConnell lurking around. And they got the foul on Davion Mitchell, who thought the ball went off Indiana. Instead, the foul will be called on Mitchell. Garrett Temple gets a standing hand from his benchmates as he checks out.
That's how you know you got a good vet over there, because everybody on that bench is standing up and celebrating, high-fiving Garrett Temple.
Halliburton in the lane, floats it up, no good, gets the rebound, kicks it out to McConnell. Drives into the lane, blocked by Abaji. Rebound, loose ball foul is going to be called on Toronto, and it's on Pirtle. Wow. Shed in, Mitchell out. Second foul of the game for Pirtle. Halliburton three up top. No good, here comes Grady. Minute 39, first half, Raptors by 16. And we got a foul. It'll go on Halliburton as the Raptors ran the screen roll. And he was holding on to Shed a little bit too tight. Barrett up top. Takes the dribble near side, right wing. On Siakam, crosses over. Gets into the lane, reverse layup up and in. RJ, tough. He's got 17 in the half. Raptors lead by 18.
That's tough. Comes up off that zipper cut, has that screen with Pirtle. And taking the contact and that right to left crossover.
Matherin, corner three, good for the Pacers. 67-52, Toronto by 15. Barrett up top, gets it to Pirtle. Underneath to Barrett, the pass had too much air, knocked away by Halliburton.
I'm not sure the Raptors recognized that Indiana was in a little 2-3 zone there.
Up top, Halliburton into the lane to Siakam, floats it up and in. Wanted the foul call on Pirtle, didn't get it. Pacers stand up and call the zone again. Barrett into the lane, drops it down to Pirtle, who lays it in.
That's in tight quarters. Again, like RJ making that pocket pass. Pirtle, touched on it earlier, how soft his hands are. You know he's gonna finish at the basket, but it's the catches for me in traffic.
18 and 8 for Jakob Pirtle. 17 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for RJ. Matherin, 3 good, second one in a row for the Montreal product. 10 seconds, first half, 69-57, Toronto by 12. Barrett on the bounce, steps back over Matherin, 3, no good. So the Raptors will take a 12-point lead to recess. 69-57, Toronto. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. We're at recess at Scotiabank Arena. Toronto leads it by 12. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Getting my Honda CR-V has opened the door to adventure with Econ Mode to maximize fuel efficiency and free to explore. And with tons of cargo space, it's easy to pack for getaways. My dog, camping gear. It's like I've discovered a wild, adventurous side of me. Whoop. Alice is excited.
What's up, Raptors fans? I just wanted to stop and say thank you for making this community awesome. Thank you for chatting it up. Let's take it back for a minute. Do you remember this shot?
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger? Game! Series! Toronto is won!
Had to take it back to the buzzer beater there from Kawhi Leonard in 2019 on that run that won Game 7 against the Sixers. Yeah, the diehard Raptors fans remember that shot very well. One of the best shots in basketball history. Thank you for hanging out with us and making this community what it is. Let's get back to the basketball. Let's go, Raptors. Let's get the W.
My bells.
No, thank you. But all this delicious and fixins for just $8.99.
Yum. Maybe some sugar plums.
No idea what that is. The new festive faves meal. A merry $8.99. Only at Subway. At participating Canadian restaurants. Extras additional. Terms and conditions apply.
By the fireplace.
Join Desjardins Financial Group at the original Santa Claus Parade and donate a new unwrapped toy for the CP24 Chum Christmas Wish at Queen's Park Circle or Berksea Park.
This is the sound of an exciting Black Friday sale. And this is the sound of an exciting Black Friday sale at Sleep Country. Black Friday just isn't the same at Sleep Country, except for the best deals on the best brands. Get hot prices on headboards starting at only $249. Enjoy a free gift with a minimum purchase. And right now, save the tax on everything for a limited time only. Don't miss out. The Black Friday event is on now at Sleep Country. Restrictions apply.
Can we really launch Black Friday deals early? As Sunwing's financial advisor, 'advisor, 'I 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 ' You actually did it. It's simple. People want more from their vacation, right? A Sunwing vacation does that. Why deny the people what they want? And with these Black Friday vacay deals, they'll be sipping a mojito by Tuesday. Book with your local travel advisor or...
Formula One lives on TSN with every race all season long. And with TSN Plus, go that extra mile with onboard cameras, pit lane channel, and more.
Boy, is it good here.
F1 lives on TSN and TSN Plus.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
52-47. Mitchell drives into the lane, kicks to the corner. They swing it. Abaji has the ball knocked away, but Pirtle nicely gets it back. Temple three, good! Garrett Temple drops it in the bottom of the well.
That shot ready. How about the entire bench is up celebrating Garrett Temple there.
Some great moments in that first half. Raptors lead at 69-57 over Spicy P and the Pacers. Outside shooting is great, 9 for 18, 50%. Warren, they controlled this right from the start. There were some moments where they slipped, but they really were up front and driving this thing forward, weren't they?
Yeah, they scored 11 points in 3 minutes. To start this game, and they forced the Pacers to take a timeout, and that's what you want. You started off aggressive, and you were knocking down your shots. I think. I want to start with the obvious. The Raptors they've continued to shoot themselves in the foot by missing free throws and turning the basketball over. They have 9 turnovers in the first half. 4 of those were completely unforced, just carelessness with the basketball. And if they lose this game tonight, we can look back at this first half and maybe not equate it to the entirety of the loss, but it's a contributing factor that if you're going to have unforced errors and you're going to miss free throws, you're going to also put people at the line that are drawing just terrible fouls. It is all going to come back and hurt you in the end. And that is unfortunately an issue for Toronto. That's something that they're facing, and it's been like this for a few games. Now on the other side of that, they still have a 12-point lead because they've been playing so well as a group. They're shooting over 50% from 3 and from 2. We haven't really seen that. They've only missed 2 free throws in this game, but overall, you just cannot do that. Everything else on par. They have fast break points. They have 10 right now. They're getting to the rim at will. 36 points in the paint. Toronto is doing this. This might be the best half that they've played offensively this early on in the season.
Yeah, I mean, look, it hasn't been perfect. I mean, obviously the ongoing issue here has been closing quarters, closing halves, closing games, and would have loved to see the Raptors close out that half stronger, considering, to Warren's point, how well that they played. But, yeah, you can't fault the effort tonight, and they've sort of picked up where they left off in that Boston game where they played so hard and just couldn't get it done in the end. You know that was something that was on their minds coming into this game, wanting to basically control what they can control and put themselves in a position where they aren't looking for a call at the end of the game or hoping that a free throw gets in. And look, it remains to be seen whether that's the case. You know, the Pacers are going to fight back here, but the Raptors did a really nice job of gaining some separation in the second quarter. That's really not something that we've seen from them this season. So many of these games have been so tight from start to finish throughout, and that's a credit to the Raptors and their competitiveness despite the result being, in a lot of cases, a loss. But they haven't been able to go on those runs, those stretches like we saw during that 21-6 run in the second quarter. And guess who that run featured? Let's talk about Garrett Temple, which is a thing I did not expect to be saying at halftime today. But, I mean, 38 years old, 15th year in the NBA, has only appeared in 4 games this year, but the one thing we always say about Garrett Temple is he stays ready. He's the voice in the locker room. You know he's preaching, playing the right way, playing hard, but every once in a while I think it helps to show the young guys in the room that you're not just the voice, you're not just the leader, you can actually go out and practice what you preach. He did just that today, a plus 17 in 5 minutes in that first half, a difference maker on both ends of the floor.
Consistent thing from Pirtle again at the half. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 18 points. Having a great night.
Jakob Duncan, back at it again, I see. No, phenomenal first half for him. He's a walking double-double. You know, he's been tremendous for this Raptors team this season, and very consistent. And that's something that, they've not had, but he's having a great year in terms of that. And I think consistency is, that's another form of leadership. And other guys are constantly watching him and seeing him put on his hard hat and go to work every night. I think one of the areas in which, as well as this guy's been playing, RJ Barrett, who has 17 points, one of the areas he needs to improve upon is closing out quarters. And if you're going to give him the ball at the end of a quarter, well, then it's your job to make decisions. And within that, your job is not just to score. You want to be a playmaker in those areas. So he takes a step back three, which I thought was a good shot, but it's mostly about using a ball screen if you call for one, getting into the lane, and either scoring for yourself and drawing defense to kick out to find someone else. And that's an area I think he needs to improve upon. The Raptors don't have a true closer right now, someone that can go get a bucket, so you have to play make. You have to force the defense to be attracted to you, and that's an area. If this game does get close, fourth quarter, he's going to have to improve upon that. That's the one area I think he's missing in his game right now.
Yeah, I mean, RJ's shooting has been up and down lately. He's been at his absolute best when he's been in playmaking mode. And, of course, he's been in playmaking mode quite a bit recently, coming off of the 15 assists against Boston, and has such built-in chemistry and natural chemistry with Poeltl. I give Barrett a lot of credit, and also Darko Rajakovic and the coaching staff a lot of credit for looking at this tonight and saying, okay, well, Poeltl has been playing great, really dominant, playing the best basketball of his 9-year career. We talked about Garrett Temple being old. How about the old man at 29 in Jakob Poeltl? But he's playing the best basketball of his career. No Miles Turner in the lineup for Indiana today. So what are they doing? They're playing through Poeltl. He's not generally known as like a go-to guy, a guy that you're running your offense through, but that is a big-time advantage that the Raptors have on their side today. The size advantage, the Poeltl advantage down low, and they're utilizing it.
Josh, thanks very much. So 69-57 at the half for the Raptors. There's some great moments there. RJ Barrett, as you mentioned, 17 points. From the outside, 9 of 18 for 50%. The Pacers are 9 of 24 for 37.5. The odd stat is Pacers have only gone to the foul line 3 times and the Raptors 8.
Yeah. But Indiana's been settling for a lot of jump shots, and that's why. I mean, this is one of the games where we've seen the Raptors be outshot in a half. Indiana with 52 attempts in comparison to Toronto 47. Toronto's against Boston had 98 shot attempts. So, they are putting themselves in a position where they are getting good looks, and Indiana is not really going to the rim and as frequently as Toronto is.
Grady Dick from the outside, 3 of 3, which is a nice improvement over the last couple of games.
Yeah, but his shot looks the same. I mean, you're gonna make, you're gonna miss. I think Grady is in a good rhythm, and I also think, when you shoot the ball as well as he does, you kind of get stereotypes as just a shooter. Now Grady can put the ball on the floor and get to the basket, and I think the more he does that and learns how to mix it up between the two. Mix it up between the two of those. He'll be more successful because you're now a real threat. The defense doesn't really know what you're going to do, whether you're going to put the ball on the floor or be able to knock down threes. And once he sees that ball go in the rim, that basket just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you feel like you can't miss.
So, quick thought: they're up by 12. What do they have to guard against here in the third quarter?
Themselves. Themselves. Do not turn the basketball over. Make your free throws. Do not give Indiana an opportunity to get back in the game with your own carelessness, and be sure to, if you do get the free throw line, knock them down, but also don't bail Indiana out by being undisciplined. So if a guy drives to the rim, shot clock's going down 3 seconds, don't jump, don't leave your feet, stay on the ground, put your hands up, just contest. He's probably going to miss it. It's a low percentage shot. So little things like that, I think it's all on the Raptors. Forget Indiana, it's all on the Raptors. They have to control what they can. Do not be careless with the basketball, and they should win the game because they're playing well as a group.
69-57 Raptors over the Pacers at the half. Yes, the second half is next, or as I like to say, yes, guy. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. there's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian, Ultra, XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Sam had aspirations of opening a clothing boutique. She called Alpine Credits and was sent a speedy superhero to help with a business loan. Super speed doesn't translate to radio, but when our hero runs, she sounds like this. If you ran at the speed of light, you'd sound funny too. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Getting my Honda CRV has opened the door to adventure with Econ Mode to maximize fuel efficiency and free to explore. And with tons of cargo space, it's easy to pack for getaways. My dog, camping gear. It's like I've discovered a wild, adventurous side of me. Whoop, Alice is excited too.
Lease the CRV LX two-wheel drive for $99 weekly at 2.99% APR for 28 months with $2,000 down. Offer includes $1,500 lease bonus. OAC conditions apply. See HondaOntario.com.
Boston Pizza lives for the big moments, whether the season is just starting or coming to an epic end. From nerve-wracking ninth innings to OT winners, playoff buzzer beaters to Hail Mary miracles, BP is the best place to watch the game if you can't be at the game. Great food, ice-cold Sub-Zero Coors Light, and friends. And the best part, season seats are free. Grab your crew and cheer on the good guys at Canada's favorite sports bar, Boston Pizza. Gather round.
Must be legal drinking age. Please drink responsibly.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Back in Toronto, third quarter about to start as the Raptors have a nice 12-point lead, 69-57 on the Indiana Pacers. Third quarter, and the action is delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Give yourself a high five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for $5 each. 2for1pizza.com. Indiana ball, they will come left to right across your radio dial, trailing by 12 in the navy blue and gold uniforms. Halliburton jumper, no good. Rebound. Here comes Toronto. Raptors in the white, moving towards the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena, right to left. Mitchell up top to Barrett. RJ into the lane. Cross court, Grady, corner three, it's long. Rebound, Halliburton. Front court, Halliburton to Matherin. Guarded by Grady. Kicks it into the corner. Walker sets for three, no good. Long rebound, Abaji. Raptors bust out, 3-on-3. Abaji near side, drives, gets to the basket, has it knocked away. Right into the hands of Barrett, who strokes a three in the bottom of the well.
Good things happen when you play good basketball, right? Good job on the defensive end. 2 great possessions on the defensive side, rotation, and now Pirtle coming up with a steal in transition. And RJ, a broken play, the ball just finds him rolling on the floor. He knocks it down for 3.
Mitchell in the lane, scoops it up and in. Raptors go up 17, 74, 57.
And now you have Davion dancing in the paint, right? Getting crafty around the rim, just playing around that inside hand and scoops the ball to the rim. Great start for the Raptors, 5 points off the bat.
Yeah, a 5-0 run forces the timeout from Rick Carlisle. And the Raptors going to try and hold Indiana off in this second half. Let's take a break. Raptors 74, Indiana 57. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans, and we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
What the flock?
Excuse me?
What the flock? These wings are amazing.
What the flock? I mean, what are you talking about?
What the flock wings? Try one.
These are delicious. I bet the kids will love them.
Yeah, but maybe we should call them WTF wings in front of the kids?
Seriously?
Oh, yep. Now I'm hearing it.
Get the What the Flock family combo. 20 wings, garlic bread, large potato wedges, 4 cans of pop, served with celery, carrots, and 2 dips for just $46.99. Order now on Uber Eats or skip the dishes. Or visit WTFlockWings.com.
Contrary to popular belief, most guys with man breasts cannot just bench press their way to perfect pecs. They have a medical condition called gynecomastia, and Dr. Frank Lista of the Plastic Surgery Clinic can help. A world-renowned plastic surgeon, Dr. Lista has perfected the procedure for correcting gynecomastia. Find out more at theplasticsurgeryclinic.ca. Get off the bench and into the game. theplasticsurgeryclinic.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
10:45, third quarter. The Raptors leading 74-57. A quick start to the third quarter, reestablishing the lead, Javon.
That's where you want to come out with a punch right out of that half, right? That means he came out of the locker room with some energy, with some force. The Raptors have done that, right? The last play there, Davion getting into the paint, just having some fun, right? When you start to see guys smiling and just enjoying playing an intense brand of basketball, you know you're onto something good.
Indiana ball coming front court. Halliburton locked up by Mitchell. Gets it over center with a pass to Jarris Walker. Now Siakam baseline. Kicks to Matherin in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Gets it back to Siakam on Pirtle. Raises up for the jumper. Got it. Stare down. 18-footer by Siakam. Makes it 74-59. Mitchell, near side, into the corner. Up top, Barrett gets it back to Mitchell, back to Barrett. RJ has it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Toronto. Siakam with the quick hands. 10:05, third quarter. Raptors with the lead, 74-59. Pirtle in the lane, floats it up and in.
That's tough.
He banked it. He wasn't even looking at the hoop when he turned and shot it.
His left shoulder was facing the rim when he caught that.
Front court, Indiana trailing by 17. They get it in the lane to Freeman. And they've got the hold on Mitchell. Cracking back, but a bigger player was the assignment, and Freeman, who goes 6'7", a little bit too much for Mitchell to handle down there. Siakam, step back jumper over Barrett, good.
It's twice now.
Yeah.
He's got to that mid-post, and he's 8th in the league right now, post-up points. You can see why, right? Has a variety of moves out of low post and mid-post.
Don't let him get going. Pirtle down the lane for a monster jam. Grady with the play. Pirtle down the far side, rocks the rim.
Pirtle right now, the cool 22-9, raising his stock.
78-61. Toronto by 17. Walker inside to Siakam. Barrett bellies up on him. Siakam, fall away, jumper on the baseline, no good. Good box out by Abaji. Here comes Toronto. Mitchell up the left side, near wing. 8:50 third quarter, Raptors by 17. Barrett to Mitchell, down low to Pirtle. On Freeman, backs him down. Gets into the lane, Pirtle, floater, no good. He had a great look. Here comes Halliburton. Off to Matherin. Between the rings, pull up three, no good. Rebound Barrett. Here comes Toronto, 4-on-4. Barrett crosses over, and the ball is knocked away from him. It goes out of bounds, though. It will stay with Toronto. Raptors inbound. Pirtle. To Mitchell. His pass for Abaji went airborne. Couldn't get it there. And now Indiana brings it back. Halliburton, deep three, no good. Rebound Matherin. Out to Walker. His three in the air, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Jakob with a double-double, 22 points, 10 rebounds. Barrett in the lane, stops, floats it up and in.
That's tough. He splits two defenders there. Pushes the basketball ahead of him. Pascal really couldn't get to it. And then just a quick two off the floor.
In the lane, Halliburton floater, no good. Here comes Toronto. Lead is 19. Mitchell in the lane, he's fouled by Halliburton. Toronto really doing a nice job pushing the pace, Javon.
Yeah, and they're playing against an Indiana team that wants to push as well. And that's the thing, when you're playing against a team that wants to push, they typically don't want you to push and play that same game against them.
Pressing teams don't like to be
pressed.
Running teams don't like to be run on. I can do it, but you can't. Front court. Barrett up top between the rings. Gets a screen from Abaji. Now gets it to Ochai. And they've got Ochai on a moving screen. Wow. So a quizzical look on his face, Ochai, but they got him on the foul. Front court, Indiana. Siakam in the lane, loses the ball, and they're going to get RJ on the foul for reaching in.
And RJ picks up his second there. I think he's a little frustrated on that call because Pascal's going to get a chance at two. Looks like he was in his gather. Official Robert Hussey hands over the basketball to James Caseberg.
Siakam on the line, takes the bounces, dips, fires, knocks it down. (80-62) Raptors by 18. Boucher in, Barrett out. 7-17 third quarter. Siakam leads all Indiana scorers in the game with 18. Make it 19 as he knocks down the second one. Mitchell, front court for Toronto in the white, moving right to left toward the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Mitchell gets it to Grady straight away. Walker cuts him off. Grady loses the handle. Here comes Mathurin on the drive, lays it up, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Boucher. 2 on 4, so he'll pull it out. Get it to Mitchell. Drives left, near side. To Abaji up top. Ochai in the lane to Boucher. 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Walker. 6:37 third quarter. Toronto up 17, 80-63. Siakam to Halliburton. Deep 3 way up top, no good. Rebound Boucher, tips it to Mitchell. Davion, pull up 3 in transition, got it.
That's tough. That's nice right there, right? In transition, defense doesn't step up, and you have rebounders for the guys under the basket. You're just walking into that 3.
Raptors lead is 20, biggest of the night. Indiana misses the jumper. Raptors hustle back the other way. Mitchell on the dribble. Straight away between the rings. Works over to the right side. Still above the arc to Grady. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Coming off the pin down, can't get it. Here comes Halliburton. 5:40 to go third quarter. Halliburton into the lane. Kicks it out to Siakam. Drives on Abaji. Floats it up. Blocked by Boucher. Coming from the weak side. Here comes Mitchell. To a cutting Abaji. To Pirtle. Lays it up and in. Timeout, Rick Carlisle. Jakob Pirtle working it like a part-time job. 24 and 12. Toronto 85, Indiana 63. The Raptors playing with supreme confidence right now as they lead it by 22, 5:26 to go. Third quarter, we'll take a break. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, We're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm trapped.
Cheers, Insiders! Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for this Raptors game. Now, you, the one that hasn't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Come on, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single Raptors game this season, every single Maple Leafs game this season. If it's Toronto Sports and it's live, we're live on Toronto Sports Insider. So thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being subscribed and being an insider. And if you haven't done so yet, I know you're doing it right now. Thank you so much. Let's go Raptors. Back to the basketball.
Avoid autumn blues and visit your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
This is the sound of an exciting Black Friday sale. And this is the sound of an exciting Black Friday sale at Sleep Country. Black Friday just isn't the same at Sleep Country, except for the best deals on the best brands. Get hot prices on headboards starting at only $249. Enjoy a free gift with a minimum purchase. And right now, save the tax on everything for a limited time only. Don't miss out. The Black Friday event is on now at Sleep Country. Restrictions apply.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Well, they just had the presentation, or the showing at least, of the Grey Cup at center. As the Argos' own, is it Lord Grey, General Grey? I know it's Lord Stanley who started the cup. Anyway, whatever it is, the Argos have it for a year. They might have this game if they keep going the way they are now. They lead by 22, largest lead of the ball game, 85-63. As Indiana takes a timeout, brings it front court. Halliburton into the lane. McConnell has it. Oh boy, lots of contact. And they got the foul on Garrett Temple. Garrett saying to referee James Capers, he led with the ball into me. Johnny Furphy, left hand injury, will not return for the Indiana Pacers. Here comes Indiana front court. Matherin up top. Gets it to Halliburton. Jackson to Siakam. Three in the air, good. Pascal knocks it out. Big three for Pascal as Indiana cuts the lead to 85-66.
Well, Indiana needed that right now, right? They're shooting the basketball pretty poorly in this game. 33% from three, and just under 40% from the floor.
Raptors got to be careful here. I mean, everybody looks and goes, 22-point lead, it's in the bag. No, too many possessions. The three ball nowadays in the NBA, you got to keep playing. You got to keep your foot on the gas. Mitchell into the lane. And they've got an offensive foul on Davion Mitchell. Pushing off. So here comes Indiana, looking to cut into the lead a little further. McConnell in the lane. Kicks it out to Toppin. Obi, Toppin, three, no good. Rebound, Pirtle, number 13 for Jakob. Back comes Mitchell. Gets it to Boucher. Chris drives into the lane. Kick to Temple. Swing to Grady. Shot fake, drive. Offensive foul. And McConnell reading the mail. I thought he was moving. We've seen that move by Grady. Jump off 2 feet, float to the left. I thought McConnell moved into his path on the drive.
Well, Grady also made up his mind that he was going to attack regardless of where McConnell was. And to your point, I thought Grady was going to try and get to that left hand, slide over to that left hand. But McConnell seen that a time or two this game and just played it.
So here comes Indiana, trailing by 19. McConnell to Halliburton, drive into the lane. kicks it out. Jackson, he drives, kicks it out top end, swing it to Halliburton and throws it away.
So right now, Indiana's getting to the basket, right? A little bit too unselfish. If you got yourself right to the rim, that's it. Take it easy too, right? They're making the plays a little bit too difficult.
And Raptors turn it over. Back comes Obi Toppin, lays it up and in. Raptors have to be careful with the turnovers. That's going to allow Indiana to get back in when you can't get shots. Shed up top. Gets it to Barrett. Screen from Mobile, works near side, left wing, into the lane. RJ floats it up, no good. Mobile with the rebound, kicks it out to Shed, floats it up and in.
He's so strong. When he gets into that paint, to that floater where he's comfortable, that's his money shot. You really can't bump him, you can't get him off of his route, and he's just so confident taking and making those shots.
McConnell in the lane, tries to kick it out, knocked away by Mobile. Raptors leading 87-68. Lead is 19. It was as many as 22 at one juncture. Toronto trying to get back in the winning column after a host of consecutive losses. Halliburton, three, far side, good.
It was miscommunication between Shed and Boucher on that screen-to-screener action. Both of them took the man going towards the rim, and Tyrese Halliburton was empty coming out on that left side exit.
So, timeout, Darko. We'll keep it here, 87-71. Raptors leading by 16, 3:05, third quarter. See what they get coming out of the timeout.
You made a point earlier that they have to do a better job or just be conscious of taking care of the basketball, right? Raptors have 15 turnovers, which has led to 14 points. Fortunately for the Raptors, Indiana really hasn't converted on many of them, whereas the Raptors have forced Indiana into 11 turnovers, which they've converted on 18 points. To your point, you know, you've had a 22-point lead, and this is also part of learning. It's also about closing out games. It's not just closing out close games and getting over the hump in close games. It's sustaining and maintaining a big lead, right? You have a convincing lead. Like, how do you continue to keep the level of play, the intensity up, and also understanding the value of each possession? It's easy to take your foot off the gas a bit when you know you have a little cushion, and that's the most dangerous spot to be in.
Here comes Toronto, front court, right to left to the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Barrett into the lane. Has it knocked away, turned over. Back comes McConnell, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled.
Searching for the foul on that play. The teams are going to play. What we just seen, the action we just seen where, you know, RJ gets a little toss behind and tries to get to that left hand. They're anticipating that because the Raptors have run that a number of times late game to try and get RJ shots. They've added a little wrinkle in there, adding a screen in it. But they're not letting him get downhill out of timeouts and late in the game.
Jamal Shed hurt, and he's going to the back.
And he ran right to the back.
He's holding that right shoulder, kind of dropping it down. Boy, the last thing the Raptors need is another injury. McConnell, free throw good. Second free throw from TJ McConnell is good. Catches three rims, front, back, front, and in. 87-73. The lead is 14. Indiana's cut 8 off the 22-point edge. Mitchell, far side. Up top to Barrett. Into the near corner. Boucher drives. Gets to the basket and lays it in. Chris, determined.
Keeping the ball alive, right? That last dribble is where he gets to turn that corner, absorb the contact all the way to the rim.
Walker kicks up top, swing it to McConnell, into the lane, floats it up, no good, rebound Boucher.
McConnell has a janky looking shot, full extension. It's almost like he shoots it down at the rim.
Mitchell back for Toronto. 2 minutes, third quarter. Raptors by 16. Barrett, pass cross court, intercepted. Halliburton to Jackson, who lays it in. Garrett Temple putting his palm out, his right palm out, straight elbow, saying, guys, stop, relax, don't turn it over. Mobo up top. On the bounce, gets it to Barrett, near side. Works to the middle, into the lane. He's fouled by Halliburton. And he's looking at his bench as he stands right in front of him. Should we challenge? Everybody has their head down. You know, in class when nobody's done their homework and the teacher asks a question and everybody has their head down. Halliburton said, should we challenge that? And all he could see was, as my mom would say in Jamaica, head top. Crown of people's heads. First free throw good by RJ. Second one also in the air, good. Raptors lead it 91-75. 16-point edge. Halliburton near side, right wing. Pull up jumper, and they got the foul on Mitchell. And I would say that Davion Mitchell talking to referee Natalie Sago about Halliburton jumping back. That's some of the stuff they talked about. You know, unusual launch angles. Halliburton first free throw good. .125 third quarter. Jamison battle in, Raptors with a 15-point lead. Second one up and down. Lead is 14, clock running, minute 21, third quarter. Raptors 91, Indy 77. Barrett up top, on the drive, gets into the lane, loses the ball again. Here comes Indiana. Toppin drives, far side, kicks it out top. Jackson into the lane, stripped by Temple. Here comes Toronto, on the run. Battle, shot fake, escape, dribble, three in the air, good.
He's money.
Clean for Jamison Battle in the bottom of the well. 94-77. Battle off the bench with 9. We hope to have a report on Jamal Shed as soon as we can get one. Raptors foul Indiana. Halliburton will get 2 free throws. First one good from Halliburton. Olympic gold medalist this past summer from Paris. Second free throw good. Jamal Shed back on the bench. Javon, the report is?
Just fell on his wrist. He's okay.
All right. 94-79, Toronto by 15. Battle to Barrett, into Pirtle at the nail. Drive, lay it up and in. Turn, shot fake, drive, lay it in. Just like you do it in the drills.
And not to mention, kept the ball high.
McConnell in the lane to Walker. Kick it out to Toppin. Battle with a good closeout. Now Walker drives into the lane. Kick it out to Toppin. 3 in the air, good. Obi Toppin knocks it down. 13.1 seconds to go. 96-82. Raptors by 14. Pirtle in the lane. Tries to find Boucher, knocked away. 2 seconds to go. Halliburton gets it off and it counts. So the Raptors actually end up losing the quarter. After being up 22, they were up 12 at half.
Well,
they're up 11 right now, 96-85.
Fortunately, they had a pretty good cushion, but the key and concern going into the fourth quarter was the 10 turnovers in this third quarter, right? Coming into this fourth, you got to clean that up. They've done a lot of good things, but really have to take care of the basketball going into the fourth and not allow the momentum to fall in Indiana's favor.
Last lap of the track coming up. 96-85 Toronto. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying.
What's up, basketball fans? Now's the time of the night for you to let us know where you're watching from in the chat. How far out around the world do we have Raptors fans, or the opposite team's fans, because the Raptors are really bad this year? But thank you for being here. Let us know. Put your country's flag emoji in the chat, or let us know your city and province in Canada, city and state in the United States, and all over the world. Let's get back to the basketball. Thank you for participating in the chat and letting us know where you're watching from. Now let's go Raptors. Let's get a freaking W. Let's go.
High fives. I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
As fall approaches and birds head south, a different kind of bird emerges, the Subaru. While migratory flocks seek warmth, Subaru's symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive keeps drivers soaring through the wild. During the migrating season, Subaru's hunger for adventure grows exponentially, driving the intrigued radio listeners to fall for Subaru at their local Subaru dealerships, experiencing an adventure of their own. So migrate to your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
Fourth quarter time. Raptors leading the Pacers last lap of the track. 96-82 Toronto. Raptor ball front court in the white, coming right to left toward Bay Street. And they got the offensive foul on Pirtle again.
And that's twice. That's twice he's been called for that same call, and it's been Natalie Sago. They called the first one and the second one. And I'm not sure that, again, that Pirtle pushed his backside out to clip the defense. I thought it was pretty solid.
So Indiana down 14. Top and three up top, no good. So I guess the three-point field goal did not make it. Barrett in the lane is fouled on his drive to the basket. And RJ is going to get 2 free throws. Aggressive drive, aggressive take to the 10.
You knew he had the smaller Jackson on him as well. And true scoring fashion, scoring like you see some of the best scorers in this league do. Didn't really make a move at the basket or a shot at the basket. Got that basketball under Jackson's arms and pretty much forced the referees, the officials, to make the call.
11:21 to go, fourth quarter. Raptors in the lead over the Pacers. Fourth quarter action powered by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Raptors up 97-82. McConnell near side into the lane. Fall away is good. That's his shot. He bounds off 2 feet.
Did a good job of creating separation as you see Pirtle, pacing and trying to contest a shot. Creates the space and a little fade enough to get the shot off.
Pirtle up top, 10 on the shot clock. Shed on McConnell. Pull up, jumper, no good. They say stay here as Battle is knocked to the ground. Shed said, I went airborne for my jump shot.
I'm happy to see him take the jump shot, right?
The man's on my elbow.
That means that wrist is all right. He's
Yeah.
comfortable, and not only did he take the jump shot, it came after a right-to-left crossover. So it looks like he's good.
Barrett, near side, left wing, right hand to the middle. Has it knocked away by Matherin. Gets it back to Pirtle in the lane. Shot blocked. Jackson coming across for the block. Obi Toppin drives, lays it in. Lead is 11. 96-87. Indiana bench out onto the court anticipating a timeout. And Darko's saying, what's that about? How many guys are you going to play with? Did they get a delay of game? Violation, Pacers, delay of game. Yes, back comes Toronto. Shed on the bounce. Works to the middle. Kicks it into the corner. Abaji, three is good. Clean in the bottom of the well for Ochai Abaji. 186 Toronto.
54% from corner threes, leading the NBA. That's a shot.
Three ball no good from Indiana. Here come the Raptors. Barrett on the bounce into the lane. Floats it up, no good, but fouled by Quentin Jackson.
Really like how RJ's mixing it up now, right? Now that he's, Scotty out with IQ out, he's at the top of the food chain. He's at the top of the scouting reports and the game plans. Teams are devising the defenses to slow him down and stop him. And he's doing a really good job of mixing it up and getting to that right hand. We know how left-hand dominant he is getting to the rack, but showing that right as well.
Softly deposits the first free throw after a bounce on the front rim. And a stop on the back plate, the back flange. 101-86 Toronto by 15. Make it 16 as Mr. Barrett has 27, 6, and 5 on the night. Tidy night's work for the Mississauga youngster. Toppin three up top, rattles it down. Obi Toppin shot looking good. That three-point release, it looks much better than it did last year. 102-89, Raptors turn it over. McConnell on the lob to the former slam dunk champ Obi Toppin. And man, he went up to the top floor to have a bite to eat.
Three-point shot looks a little better, but the bounce looks about the same. To the roof. Even RJ had something to say.
Former teammates in New York. 102-91. Darko trying to plug a leak right now. Indiana trailing, but Toronto's lead has been cut to 11. 9:29, fourth quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
People sometimes ask, sure, you can consolidate people's debts using telekinesis, but what else can you do? As if changing lives isn't enough. Well, I can also use my power to make it rain hot dogs. It's still not as cool as consolidating debts into one easy payment, though.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Getting my Honda CRV has opened the door to adventure with Econ Mode to maximize fuel efficiency and free to explore. And with tons of cargo space, it's easy to pack for getaways. My dog, camping gear. It's like I've discovered a wild, adventurous side of me. Whoop. Alice is excited too.
Lease the CRV LX two-wheel drive for $99 weekly at 2.99% APR for 28 months with $2,000 down. Offer includes $1,500 lease bonus. OAC conditions apply. See HondaOntario.com.
What the flock?
Excuse me?
What the flock? These wings are amazing.
What the flock? I mean, what are you talking about?
What the flock wings? Try one.
These are delicious. I bet the kids will love them.
Yeah, but maybe we should call them WTF wings in front of the kids?
Seriously?
Oh, yep. Now I'm hearing it.
Get the What the Flock family combo. 20 wings, garlic bread, large potato wedges, 4 cans of pop, served with celery, carrots, and 2 dips for just $46.99. Order now on Uber Eats or skip the dishes. Or visit WTFlockWings.com.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa courtside. Matt Cardadero back at Raptors Central. Owen Hall in the flesh, looking after Jim Taddy and Warren Ward up top. You heard from Josh Lewenberg in pre and half. The gang's all here, and the Raptors leading by 11, but Indiana trying to make a surge. midway through this fourth and final quarter. Abaji gets it into Pirtle. No, he can't. Indiana steals the inbound after full court pressure. McConnell, pull up, jumper, good. Lead is 9, 102-93.
Falling asleep on the inbound.
Pirtle up top. Just one of those you just don't anticipate. Grady in the lane, lays it up, no good. Lots of contact, no foul. Here comes Mathurin to Siakam into the corner. Quentin Jackson, 3, no good. Rebound Boucher. Outlet Grady. On the move, gets it to Mitchell. Raptors. Abaji, corner 3, got it. Ochai. Doing a terrific job setting the feet and knocking down those corner threes, Javon.
Just shot ready and being present, right, and making himself available, just even as wide and big as he was with his hands, just signaled Davion Mitchell to get him the basketball. And as Davion turned that corner on the right side, there was some strong side help, a little bit too much, knowing that Abaji's a knockdown guy in that corner.
McConnell drives, the layup contested and missed, but Indiana gets the rebound. Mathurin up top, drives into the lane on Grady. Floats it up, no good. Rebound Boucher. Raptors by 12, 8:15 fourth quarter, 105-93. Mitchell up top on the bounce. Gets it to Pirtle between the rings. Now holding, Grady circling him. He gets it to Abaji. Ochai drive, lay it up, no good. But he put his left shoulder into the chest of McConnell, went through him, and got the foul call.
And Abaji not thinking, just playing off of instincts. Right, the ball touches the high post with Pirtle. Grady gets a cut, and Abaji's that second cut over the top side, gets that handoff and attacks down the hill baseline. Seeing the defender in front of him, not shying away, getting right to the teeth of the defense and drawing a foul.
First free throw no good from Ochai. Abaji's second free throw good. 106-93. We go inside 8 minutes, fourth quarter. Toppin gets it to Mathurin. Turns into the lane, floats it up and in. Tough play by Benedict Mathurin.
Kid.
He's strong.
Such a strong kid. And plays through contact as well.
Mitchell up top. Drives on McConnell, now gets it to Abaji. Now to Pirtle. Squares on the elbow, far side, right wing. Hands it to Mitchell. Cross-court pass, great catch by Grady. One dribble, no good for the 3. Here comes McConnell. On the run to Mathurin. Tied up by Abaji, and they got the foul on Ochai. Indiana has the lead at 11, and they try to go inside 10 points. .7:19 fourth quarter. We tick towards the top of the stretch as Benedict Mathurin knocks down the first free throw. Mobo in, Pirtle out. Another monster effort from the big Austrian. 26 points, 14 rebounds. Toronto out-rebounding Indiana 40-28. To put that in perspective, Jakob has 14 rebounds. The Indiana team only has 28. Mathurin knocks down 2 free throws. The lead is 9, 106-97. 7:15 to go, fourth quarter, clock running. Mitchell on the bounce for the white-shirted Raptors, coming right to left towards Bay Street. On the bounce between the rings. Gets it to Grady. Works left side. Into the lane to Mobo. Turns, floats it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound off Siakam, out of bounds. It'll be Toronto ball.
Grady's fearless. He's absolutely fearless. Bobo puts that shot up, and Grady's flying in there off of a 1-foot takeoff, trying to collect the basketball mid-air and dunk it.
Grady in the corner, works out of the double team and has it turned over. Mathurin drives, lays it in. No call. James Capers, when the Raptor bench said, "Isn't that a charge?" stood up and looked like he was sunbathing, arms out, chest up in the air, saying no call, timeout Darko. The lead is down to 7, 6:36 to go. We're almost at the top of the stretch, fourth quarter. We'll take a break. 106-99 Raptors. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan.
What's up, Raptors fans? I just wanted to stop and say thank you for making this community awesome. Thank you for chatting it up. Let's take it back for a minute. Do you remember this shot?
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
Had to take it back to the buzzer beater there from Kawhi Leonard in 2019 on that run that won Game 7 against the Sixers. Yeah, the diehard Raptors fans remember that shot very well. One of the best shots in basketball history. Thank you for hanging out with us and making this community what it is. Let's get back to the basketball. Let's go, Raptors. Let's get the W.
Maybe some sugar plums.
No idea what that is. The new Festive Faves meal. A merry $8.99. Only at Subway. At participating Canadian restaurants. Extras additional. Terms and conditions apply.
By the fireplace.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Well. Raptor friends starting to hold their breath a little. Indiana outscoring them 17-10 this quarter and have cut the Raptor lead. That was 22 at one point. They've cut it to 7. 106-99 Toronto. 6:36 to go. Raptors only have 1 timeout remaining. Javon, where's the balance? And I listen, I get it. Darko's got to call the timeout to stop the run, get his team organized. But at what point do you let him play through it? Because now, as we said, there's half the quarter to go, and you only got 1 timeout left.
Well, I think before that, it's important to establish the value of the basketball, and that'll save you a couple of those timeouts, because with 23 turnovers, you're actually fortunate tonight that Indiana hasn't converted on even half of those, only 24 points off of turnovers.
On the driving left-hand baby hook layup near side, Davion Mitchell makes it 108-99 Toronto. Jumper no good. Rebound knocked away. Ball on the ground. Grady retrieves the loose change. Here comes Mitchell. Near side, left wing. Screen from Pirtle. Works to the baseline. Kicks to Barrett. In the lane. Lays it up. No good, but fouled by Mathurin, who was riding his right shoulder. And that will send RJ to the line for 2. This would be a good run stopper, Javon. You score a bucket, you get 2 free throws, set your defense, just kind of get your feet back underneath you.
Get some rhythm, right? Just an understanding right now as well, like time and score. RJ missed the first one there badly, but you have just under 6 minutes left with a lead. Just understanding how to manage game management down the stretch and management of possessions.
Second free throw settles softly in the net for RJ. 109-99, 10-point lead, lots of time to go, top of the stretch, 5:50 fourth quarter. Siakam into the lane, got away with a travel, put the layup up. Did it hit anything? I thought it didn't hit anything, and he caught it, but the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Toronto ball.
Well, he's running back on defense and not saying much, so he knows he just tricked that one off.
Raptors front court. Barrett, drive into the lane, misdirection step, lay it in. Timeout, Rick Carlisle. RJ dancing with the stars, weaves his way through the lane and lays it in. 111-99 Toronto. We will keep it here. 5:32 to go in the ball game. RJ with 30. As our man Kendrick Perkins would say, a 30-piece of wings. With 6 biscuits. And 5 assists. 111-99.
Not to mention, he's coming off a game at Boston on Saturday, his first triple-double of his career, where he had a 30-point, a 25, 10, and 15. And catch this one, just one turnover. So he's playing well, and it's rolled over here today.
Well, let's see if, to use Javon's vernacular, RJ and the Raptors can keep it rolling. .532 to go in the ball game. 111-99 Toronto with the lead. Trying to break a 7-game losing skid. Pacers will bring it front court. 94 feet. Halliburton, Mathurin, McConnell, Siakam, and Toppin. Pascal drives into the lane, kick it out. Mathurin goes left into the lane, floats it up and in. Bounces off Abaji. That's a strong take by Benedict Mathurin. I look at him, and I'm going to go old school when I look at him. He reminds me of a young Byron Scott. Shoot the three, strong takes, confident, and a little facial resemblance too. Free throw no good by Mathurin. Davion Mitchell front court for Toronto. 111-101 Raptors. We tick towards 5 minutes, fourth quarter. Mitchell in the lane, floats it up and in. They're going to say no continuation, foul on the floor. I'd like to see that again. I wonder if Davion was in his upward shooting motion. He certainly didn't dribble it, but he wasn't in the upward motion, so a good call.
He hit Tyrese with an in and out, and Tyrese wrapped him up at the three-point line.
Davion Mitchell is quicker than Gossip, man. I mean, that cat turns off the light in the bedroom and is in bed before it's dark.
Gossip does fly around.
Yeah, man. You know what they say? Gossip gets around the world twice before the truth puts its pants on. Davion, first free throw is good. .112-101 tonight after the game. Mitchell will have a little Q&A with some of the season seat holders as they get to know the man who has been dubbed Off Night. Second free throw good. Give him 11. 4 assists. Here comes McConnell, front court for Indiana. Might have got away with the walk. Toronto by 12. 113-101. Mathurin 3 good. 113-104. 4:50 to go. Fourth quarter, Raptors front court. Grady into the corner to Ochai. Turns the corner into the lane. Reverse layup is good. Oh, the Kansas Jayhawk goes over his head and lays it home. Mathurin drives, and Mitchell takes the foul, and he's upset because it's his 5th. And he did move into the path. I thought he beat Mathurin to the spot.
He beat him there, but he leaned into it.
Yeah.
I think Mathurin was also talking a bit after that last three-point shot he hit, so.
Mathurin lobs it up for Toppin with the dunk. 115-106, 4:25 to go. It's money time for the Raptors. Mitchell straight away. Up to Grady up top. Shot fake. McConnell went airborne and bumped Grady on the way down, and I give Grady credit for putting a little extra gravy on that one.
It's funny because I wasn't sure if he put a little extra on it or he's just gassed and them legs gave out on him.
Maybe.
After them 30 minutes that he's played.
It looked like there was...
He's been logging some heavy minutes.
It looked like it was Warren Ward. Can I have a little extra gravy? Oxtail gravy. Put a little more on there. Not that Warren ever flopped in his life. Warren, you didn't play that way, did you? No, he's giving me the Matumbo from up top. No. Grady knocks down 2. Raptors up 117-106. Front court Pacers. McConnell into the corner. Off to Halliburton, now to Toppin. Far side. On the bounce, picks up his dribble, gets it to Siakam. 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Halliburton, a runner off glass, no good. Siakam using Jakob Poeltl's back for a ladder as he steps up the ladder and goes over the back. Foul on Spicy P.
All
117-106. Poeltl will go to the line for a couple of free throws. 26 and 14. Jakob first free throw good. Dips, fires the second one, rimming no good. Here comes Indiana. They trail. McConnell in the lane. Looked like he turned his ankle, but he gets it out to Halliburton. His 3 no good. RJ with a rapacious rebound. Outlet to Mitchell. On the bounce, Mitchell between the rings. Backs off. Now works left side near wing. Crosses back to the right to Abaji down the baseline. Kicks it out. Mitchell for 3, no good. Long rebound, Siakam. 3:17 to go. 118-106 Toronto. Front court. Halliburton in the lane, lays it up and in. Raptors trying to hold the Pacers off, keep them at bay. Barrett, front court. 2:58 to go. Down the stretch we come. 118-108 Toronto. Barrett in the lane, floats it up and in. 120-108 Toronto. 32 for Rowan Barrett Jr. McConnell in the lane, his shot short, rebound Siakam, no good, but he's fouled by Grady. Pascal will go to the line. 22 on 9 of 20 for Spicy P. He'll step to the line for a couple of free throws. First one good for Siakam. 120-109. Raptors trying to hang on. They came into this game an underdog to the 6 and 7 Pacers. Second one from Siakam is clean. 2:38 clock running, fourth quarter. Toronto by 10. Barrett brings it front court on Mathurin. On the drive, picks it up, gets it to Poeltl. Back to Barrett, turns the corner, gets into the lane on Toppin. Fall away, jumper, got it again. RJ shaking him down right now. 122-110, 34 for Barrett.
And he had a little eye contact for Obi Toppin in the corner.
So take that one with you.
You know me well.
Mathurin, as Mathurin came at Grady full speed, and Grady looked like an offensive lineman there with the foul. And that'll send the Montreal native, who's got 22 points, to the line for a couple of free throws. First free throw good for Mathurin.
Gentlemen, wait for the release. One throw.
Dips, fires the second one. No good. Rebound Barrett. Rebound number 9 for RJ to go at the 34 points and 5 assists. Barrett, front court, right side, gets a screen from Abaji. Gets it to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. Up top. Shot clock at 5. He's got Toppin. Step back jumper from RJ. Rattle it home. Oh, he's in the home run trot.
He's in his bag.
And the bubble over his head said, the bubble over his head said, I'm nice, I'm nice. Mathurin drives, reverse layup is good. You know when a guy scores a hoop and he got that high elbow back trot? You say, oh, I'm nice with it.
He's just walking on clouds. You can walk on water when you start knocking out those type of shots and feeling that good about yourself.
Barrett up top, 124, 113 on the dribble. Gets into the lane on Mathurin. The off-balance runner, no good. The foul on Mathurin, who says he's coming at me. I got news for you, Ben. They're giving you the same call at the other end. Raptors leading 124-113. In each of the last 4 games between Toronto and Indiana, both have scored at least 120. Toronto there right now, Indiana not quite. 124-113 with a minute 31 to go in the ball game. Barrett, free throw, good. 36. Siakam on the drive. Into the lane, floats it up, no good. But he's fouled. And the foul will go on Ochai Agbaji. .125 to go in the game. Clock can't tick fast enough if you're a Raptor fan. Free throw no good from Pascal. Second one in the air, good. Barrett, bumped by Mathurin. On the bounce, RJ brings it front court. On the dribble against Mathurin. Turns. Now gets it to Pirtle as the outlet. Back to Barrett. 3 in the air. No good. Tipped up and in by Jakob Pirtle. That might do it. Raptors by 13. 1:05 to go. 127-114. Mathurin says not so fast. His 3 is good. 127-117. Front court comes Mitchell to Pirtle. On the bounce, gets it back to Mitchell. Inside a minute to go. Mitchell turns his back to Quentin Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell got to go. Crosses over. Gets into the lane. Floats it up. And a goaltend call on Obi Toppin. So give the bucket to Davion Mitchell and make it 129-117. How about the Raptors shooting 59.3% from the floor and 48% from 3. They're going to look at it to see if it was a goaltend. James Capers, Natalie Sago at the scorer's desk. We got to look at it. Javon, what did you think? I didn't get a clean look at it.
I was caught looking at the bench.
Me
looking
too.
over at the Raptors bench right now. Everybody's having so much fun. I'm getting a second look. from this angle, it doesn't look like the ball had touched the backboard before Toppin had got to it.
Well, I agree with you, but there was contact of the three, the terrible three. Backboard ball in hand. Sometimes that's an automatic goaltend when you see all three together like that. It's as if you've stopped the downward flight of the ball in some interpretations, but they're giving it a close look. Toronto 41.4 seconds away from breaking a 7-game losing streak. And as always, regardless of the call, they will check the clock to see if
Final review, the ball was legally blocked. The imminent possession was to Porto on the block. It will be Toronto's ball, side out, with 2.4 on the shot clock.
Okay, so the block was clean, but as we always say, Javon, oftentimes when it's blocked, it goes back to the same team that had it blocked. Pirtle there. I mean, Pirtle was ready to put the rebound back in, nobody around him, because it was Toppin that came off him for the block, but nonetheless, Raptors will inbound. 2.4 to go. Abaji will inbound left sideline deep towards the baseline far wing. Gets it to Barrett. RJ turns into the lane, floats it up and in.
Get into that left hand.
39 for RJ. Jackson in the lane, lays it up and in. 31.9 seconds to go. Raptors leading 129-119. RJ with another score gets a 40-piece. I don't think he's worried. He wants the win more than anything else. Backdoor cut. And they've got the foul on Freeman against Pirtle, so that'll send Jakob to the line. It is a season high for RJ Barrett. His career high is 46. Previous season high 33 against the Lakers. He's got 39 and the meter about to expire tonight. (129-119) Toronto. Pirtle's second free throw good. Indiana going to bring it front court. Are they going to shoot it? Yeah, they will. The drive is up, no good, knocked away. Toronto has it, and that's going to do it, folks. The Toronto Raptors are going to break a 7-game losing streak. Indiana comes to town on the second night of the back-to-back, and Toronto takes advantage. It's a final from Scotiabank Arena. Toronto 130, Indiana 119. Raptors get the win on a strong performance. RJ Barrett and Jakob Pirtle both with 30-point nights. 9 rebounds for 5 assists for RJ, 15 rebounds and a couple of helpers for Pirtle. And in spite of 23 turnovers, the Raptors are going to come out with the win. Jakob Pirtle going to put the headset on and join us. What can I say, young man? You have been really on your game recently. And tell me about the chemistry you and RJ Barrett have developed.
Oh, it's been great. He does such a good job getting downhill. He attracts so much attention from the defense. And yeah, I just try to find these open slots, and he's been finding me. Hopefully I can give him some more assists.
Jakob, question for you. You know, a couple of days ago, I had seen you post-game after one of the games, and you and I touched base on how physical the refs are letting you guys play against you. And if only you could do the same, right? Now, clearly, a couple days later, a couple games later, something has clicked. And what are you seeing out there that you've had these stretch of games?
To be honest, I think there's just a different type of flow to our offense right now. Like the timings, the kind of the together play with Davion, with RJ, with Grady, even like a lot of those guys, like our timings are getting better and better. So I feel like we have a more free-flowing offense, and it's harder for the defense to be physical with us.
Well, when you put it that way, Jakob, the movement has been terrific. And if you guys can ever kind of cut the turnovers a little bit, it'll really help you. But I guess we have to accept some of that with the way the offense is. There are going to be some turnovers.
Yeah, I think obviously we want to get better at that. Like that's one of our biggest weaknesses right now. But yeah, we also realize it's part of our free-throwing offense that mistakes are going to happen. Like we try to play with a lot of pace. We try to play with a lot of energy. And every now and then we're not on the same page. So yeah, if we can just cut out a few of those turnovers, I think it'll help us a lot.
I think this is obviously a good win and one of those games where, Indiana made a push and we fought back and came up with a victory. Now, for the guys in the locker room and you being one of the elder statesmen, one of the veterans on the team, how do you continue this type of play when you add back a Scotty into the lineup, when you add back an Emmanuel to the lineup without taking away from yourself and the RJ?
I mean, I think those guys are going to slot right in. Like, obviously, there's a lot of pressure on RJ to make plays right now, on me to make plays because we're down a couple of guys. But as soon as these guys come back, we're only going to be more versatile. So I think it's going to help us. Obviously, to get the chemistry to 100%, it might take a game or two, but we know how to play with those guys. They're unselfish guys. I don't think it's going to take us very long.
Jakob, great job tonight. We'll see you Thursday.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Jakob Poeltl, terrific night. 30 points, 16 rebounds. As the Raptors get the win, they defeat the Pacers 130 to 119. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward up next on the postgame. Raptors get the win. It's an 11-point victory. You've been listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. From all of us here, good night from Scotiabank Arena.
The National Basketball Association on SiriusXM. For a full list of games and channels, go to SiriusXM.com/NBA schedule.
6 p.m., Kentucky faces Purdue Fort Wayne on Sirius 106, XM 190, and Internet 960. 7:30 p.m., Kansas State takes on Little Rock on Sirius 132, XM 198, and Internet 952. 8 p.m., LSU faces Troy on Sirius 106, XM 190, and Internet 960.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Mick Kern with It Happened in Baseball. September 20th, 1958 and June 11th, 2003. That represents a streak of 6,980 games during which the New York Yankees avoided being no-hit, the longest streak in Major League Baseball history. The 1958 no-hitter was compliments of Baseball Hall of Famer Hoyt Wilhelm, then pitching for the Baltimore Orioles, the first no-no in O's history after relocating from St. Louis 5 years earlier. The next team to no-hit the Yankees was the Houston Astros in 2003. This time around, there was no future Hall of Famer on the mound against the Yankees, just 6 pitchers. Roy Oswald was only able to go 1 inning that Wednesday evening thanks to a groin injury, but he struck out 2 and didn't give up any hits on 21 pitches. That left the ball in the hands of Peter Monroe, who threw a whopping 57 pitches over 2 2/3 innings, striking out 2 and walking 3, but surrendering 0 hits. That led to Kirk Saarloos, who pitched an inning in the 3rd, racking up 1 K and no hits against. Brad Lidge, who would eventually get credited with the win, was up next, and over his 2 innings on the mound, Lidge struck out 2 and gave up no hits. That led to Octavio Dotel, who recorded 4 strikeouts in the bottom of the 8th as Yankee second baseman Alfonso Soriano reached first on a wild pitch, but he was stranded there. Lastly, Billy Wagner pitched the 9th inning, setting the Yanks down in order, including 2 strikeouts. The Astros tagged Yankees starter Jeff Weaver for 5 runs and ended up winning this improbable no-hitter 8-0 thanks to 6 pitchers. For It Happened in Baseball, I'm Mick Kern.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Monday, November the 18th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NFL, 8:15 p.m., Dallas Cowboys take on the Houston Texans. Cowboys on Sirius 81 XM226 and Internet 808. Texans on Sirius 83 XM225 and Internet 812. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet